I don't really have an explanation. Y'all, shut up. All right? It was an honest mistake.
Yes,
I just...
inside the next ring.
Whatever. Yeah, God damn it. Welcome to the Pathfinder Guide. I'm going to try my best. I don't have the best microphone or the best camera. Currently, I am at my parents' house visiting family and friends, for those that don't know, but I'm going to try to make this YouTube video on Pathfinder. I want to do a little bit of an advanced guide on Pathfinder. I don't want to make it as simple as possible. And by simple, I mean, look, I'm playing Pathfinder. I queue, I jump, I slide. Yay, Pathfinder, right? Like, I want to completely change the idea around him. So there's a couple of things that, like, I can't necessarily teach. There's things that when you play Pathfinder, you go by feel, and it's very difficult for me to explain unless you understand what I'm talking about. Now, what I mean by go by feel is on certain hills and on certain jumps and whatever it may be, there's a thing where if, like, especially going downhill, if you queue and I have my jump bound to my mouse wheel, you get this feeling, like, I don't know how to explain it, but basically it's better instead of like queuing and sliding like most people do, right? People with queue with Pathfinder slide and they'll get like a few extra inches or whatever it may, whatever it may be. Jesus, I'm gonna need to choose a better choice of words. Anyway, now the other thing is when you queue and you do a jump, you actually end up like super jumping and then you slide. So it's one of those things where you start to gauge where that jump is. So if I jump right here, I'm jumping, now I slide. So that's like a prime example of what I'm talking about is you want to jump to get major distance off of your queue. Now, you could see how I just got a substantial distance away. Now, if I were to just do it before, like most people that play Pathfinder, they use their queue and they just slide. And you see what I'm talking about? You're kind of like taking extra time to get to the spot that you want to get to. When you pretty much like super jump, you're clearing much more of a distance. I want to basically combine that with objects. Combined with Pathfinder's ability to jump off certain objects instead of sliding, you can actually like super jump off of things. So if I queue from back here, I can hit this, like I can basically hit this over here and I can jump and maybe make it to this. Like just by jumping and sliding off. And it kind of goes by, again, it kind of goes by feel. The goal is to always try to hit like corners of things so that way you kind of get that like super boost. So one thing I want to explain first is how to do the super jump. So a lot of people don't know how to do the grapple super jump on Pathfinder. It's very, very, very simple. I forgot to start with the basics here. But for the most part, how to do the super jump is so the blue circle that you see on your screen means your hook will connect to something. The second your hook connects to something, all you have to do is press jump, and you don't need to do anything fancy. You don't need to like do it from the side and do any whiplashes or anything. You simply just queue, jump. That's it. As soon as your grapple touches the ground. Now, you can combine that with going like sideways, for instance, is like if I do this, I can kind of like, it kind of feels like a catapult. You can use the direction of your mouse or controller to really kind of mess with the terrain a little bit. Like, for instance, if you were going to queue somewhere, so you can outplay somebody by pressing Q, jumping, and then completely turning around. So you can actually use the hook to change direction as well, depending on like how fast you turn. You can really kind of utilize the hook. The hook doesn't break until I believe it like you get like on it. I guess if that makes sense. Like if I go like this and it's already gone, see, like I passed by it. So you can actually like really mess with people. Like for instance, you can just do this. So as long as you're keeping in your vision, you can really mess with people. Basically make yourself a really difficult target to hit. Keeping your hook inside of your range. Generally speaking, you can use your hook to really make some cool plays. And that's one of them. Perfect. Right here, super jump. So you see how I jumped off of the top and I was able to keep my momentum? So that's the thing that I'm trying to talk about. What I'm trying to talk about is I want to super jump, or I want to use, like, you see what I'm talking about? Like, as soon as you queue, I jump, slide. Now, if I were to just slide, one, you're making yourself really easy to hit. So if I were to just slide, it looks like this. Right? It's very simple. It's very like one directional. It's like you're just jumping forward. But if I were to queue and then jump, I'm able to like make myself a different, like a kind of like a harder target to hit. That's kind of like just the general basis of the hook. Using certain terrains, not even that, but a lot of times with Pathfinder, if you hit certain like certain angles, like trying to think, like this is a prime example, like this right here. If you were to somehow throw yourself onto a spot that has like a divot. Let me try to think. That has like a divot or like a slide down, if that makes sense. Like it's not a flat surface like this, right? It looks like a slide, basically is the best way I can put it. If you hit one of those, so like right here, you can actually use that to boost you even further. They're mainly in the game. You'll see them. It's not going to happen every single time. You can't prepare for it. Like this. Like, kind of like that. Yeah, it's like a slope. You find yourself a slope. A lot of times with Pathfinder, you have so much momentum that when you hit a slope, you'll get so much speed. Now, with the hook, I believe the hook with max distance is a 35-second cooldown. With a short distance, it's very, very short. As you can see, it's 8 seconds, right? Now, a normal hook would probably be like 20-something seconds. Right there. Yeah, 20 seconds. Where I'm able to cover a decent ground. Utilizing that is going to be very, very important as well. There's another cool tip that I want to show people. With the hook, you're able to pull off some crazy plays. A prime example of this is in Train Yard, underneath the tunnel. You can actually, leaving the tunnel, you can cue the top and go like up and then turn and kind of get on top of the train tracks. And it makes you very, very, very difficult to hit. Usually what you do is you queue up, you turn around, and you go like this. So you basically queue up, turn, and you're able to like make yourself a much harder target to hit, and that's generally the goal. You try not to hit anything, or it does fuck up your little movement a little bit, but you can actually just really outplay somebody by making yourself very, very difficult to hit. That's the key up to playing Pathfinder, is being able to use the grapple in different ways. A lot of times too, if there's something on the roof, so like if there's a roof, right, and you don't want to hit it, obviously if I basically, to show this real quick, if I were to queue and then jump, I'm going to hit this, right? Versus if I need to get like max distance, I'll queue and I'll just go from the top. You see what I'm saying? So I'll use the queue from the top and kind of like avoid hitting the ceilings and stuff. Now, as far as that Pathfinder guide goes, in ranked, he does have a beacon scan. You can scan beacons. You can do all that stuff like that. I'm trying to just basically show you how to play Pathfinder in a movement sense, mixed with, you know, how to like, you know, outplay somebody by the movement. That's what Pathfinder's kit is about. Pathfinder is more of like, I think they have him as recon, but I'm going to be honest with you, he's basically like an assassin. He's just someone that gets in and gets out. He's someone that, you know, or that's supposed to be going in and getting out. But with his hitbox and things like that, he kind of just dies. But for the most part, Pathfinder is one of those characters where he goes in, he does as much damage as possible, and when he queues out and you're thinking about chasing him, I'm pretty much just gone. Another cool thing about Pathfinder is you can actually pretty much grapple anything. If you're going up and you're fighting multiple squads, whatever it may be, or you're about to rotate and you need to get a balloon, a lot of times they don't really have it. Like no other character besides I think Horizon has an ability. Okay, I guess Octane as well, to get you on a balloon where you just kind of like press E and you kind of go up. Well, with Pathfinder, if you ever get shot at while you're on the balloon, you can actually jump off, queue it, go back, and then, you know, make yourself, again, a very difficult target to hit. Oh, here's one thing I want to explain. Here's one thing I want to explain as well, is using his ultimate ability that is unbelievably strong. I've seen this in tournaments. For all the people that know, Aberlelli, probably one of the best Pathfinders in the game. He's done this. So this is a prime example of what you can do with Pathfinder's kit. Kind of the advanced guide, if you will. I'm going to pretend I have a Peacekeeper. I have a shotgun, right? So what Pathfinder does is, what you do is you place a zipline on your level. This zipline doesn't look important. It doesn't look good. It doesn't like, it doesn't get you anywhere. It's not distance. But what you do is when you learn to super jump, you can do this. So what you can do is if there's a ledge up above and there's a squad above you, you can super jump and hit them. So you're making yourself, you're almost like this like, you know, you hit somebody once, you're chilling. Oh, hit somebody again, super jump, hit somebody, and then now you're on the ground. How you super jump is when you press E or your interact button and jump at the same time. it makes you like super jump on the thing. And you can do this with any zip line in the game. Any zip line in the game allows you to super jump. It can also help you get on ledges. So not only that can you super jump, but you can actually super jump on the ledge without having to climb. Because a lot of times when you're trying to fight somebody that's above you and you climb, your gun's not out, you're making yourself vulnerable. Instead, you can super jump, pump them right away, and you're already up. A lot of the times, players you place the zip line and the enemy team knows you're going to take the zip line, right? They know you're going to take it. You can do two things. You can take the zip line and hop off and then Q onto this to get onto here. Again, making yourself an unbelievably hard target to hit. Or you can just straight up jump, get as much distance possible, then Q up, then kind of get to your destination, right? Like the point is you want to use your zip line as almost like a anchor for your zip line to get to the next point. I can jump off, I Q, I jump, I'm here, right? So I went halfway through the zip. I was hard to hit. I queued up. I surprised them. Here I am, right? I'm in their face. Now, as well, again, the zip line, you can super jump. You can always super jump. It doesn't matter. Jump, jump, slide. See what I'm saying? Jump, jump, slide. You'll get the feel of Pathfinder with the jumping and the sliding. You'll know whether or not. Because there's sometimes where you're going to queue and you're just going to be like, I want to slide. Like, you're going to feel like if you jump, a lot of times if you jump right here, like if you jump, you could just be like, boom, you get stuck in the dirt. And that like, you should have slid instead of jump. And there's other situations where if you slide, you're going to get stuck in the mud where you should have jumped instead of slid. It's one of those things of you'll get to understand Pathfinder's kit. You'll understand his movement the more you play this character. It's just, you know, ironically enough, I say it goes by feel because it's like I have 7,000 hours in this game. So it's one of those things of like, I know which is which. Like, I know what feels right at the time, judging by like my speed, judging by the terrain that I'm about to land on, things like that. For someone who asks me like, how do I turn? As long as you keep your grapple in range of your or in your field of view of your character, it allows you to like basically stay on the hook. So as long as you kind of keep it in range for the most part, you can go for quite some time. But that's pretty much how you use Pathfinder's kit in terms of his Q, in terms of movement. Now, if you want to cancel your grapple, all you have to do is press Q again. A lot of the times what you can do is if you want to do that, you can actually press Q, get high ground, and then Q again. So that way, you're making yourself kind of like this unpredictable target, and you have a low cooldown on your Q. So that way, when you do make that play, you can pretty much just like Q out, and then kind of like do another one of these plays, jump behind cover, like, and you have a short cooldown again. You're just making yourself this very, very difficult target to hit. That's all Pathfinder is. Pathfinder is very, very grapple oriented, where you pretty much just like, you know, run at people. You know, you can really just mix and, you know, make some like really awesome plays and things like that. So I'm gonna try to do it inside the game now. I think I've explained a lot of Pathfinder. Where I'm gonna try to incorporate it in the game. Havoc, that gun is a skill gun mid-range, but not close range. Close range. Oh, speaking of no skill guns, watch this. I don't gotta try for shit. All I gotta do is shoot at someone's head. Watch this. Watch. No skill. No skill. I'm barely using my fucking brain right now. I'm gonna queue because they're at the door right now. I thought he hit me. Sounds about right. Oh, wait. No skill. No skill. Wait. $96 for what? All right, guys. I'm going to queue up here with Pathfinder. Queue up on top. Okay. Going to queue up. I'm just gonna look down at my enemies. Ready? Boom, 48, barely tried. You're Eva, mate. You're shooting an Eva from It's whatever. What do you come here. Get back. Yo, real quick, hold this nade. A Devo! Get away! Oh my god! Come here, peek, boom! Who's got no skill? This guy. You're still shooting the Eva! Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious?
We just eliminated the whole squad.
What guns do you have? What you had? God bless your soul. Anybody else hear a Devo and just automatically give up? Like, do y'all just like, if like you're close up, like right here, do you automatically like, all right, do it, just do it, whatever, like whatever. Like, do you ever just stop shooting at one point and just like pretend to be fucking Neo in that moment? Like, do you hear the Devo and instead of shooting your gun, you're like, ooh, don't do, dodging, ooh, yeah, and then after he's reloading, you're like, all right, my turn, bitch, and then you like, you try. You ever drink Bailey's from a shoe? Look at this movement. Watch this movement. Look at this movement. Look at this movement. Still going. Watch that movement, chat. Movement. Slide down. Oh. Wall bounce. Still going. Oh. Killing it. Like that.
First blood, and it's not us.
Alright, yeah, we can do this until practice on.
Watch out.
Said he'd be here in 5.
Whole squad down. Now we can loot them. Using grapple.
Okay. Nobody here. Hey, Marvin.
Friendly Marvin there.
Who's sad now, bitch? Who's sad now? All right, I'm gonna try to catch this Revenant. He's gonna probably want a totem. I'm gonna save my cube, not gonna use it just yet. Wait till I can maximize my distance.
Enemy taken down. Shooting at me. I killed an enemy. Reloading.
Gonna grapple up, gonna pop a Phoenix. I hear somebody sniping from East 120, so I'm chilling right here. I don't know how I just got hit for so much. Pathfinder hitbox, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face. I'm dead. The barrage killed me. That's crazy. I'm waiting for my grapple to come up. Okay, just want to make sure. Now we're gonna go back up. Okay, he's gonna peek me my right now. Right here, maybe. Switch my single tap, make sure. Now, I don't want to go too far because my Q is on cooldown. And they're probably just going to wait at the top of the hill. Or they might just take the portal. I would just take the portal and dip. Alright, we're going to super jump, slide. Jump, jump, slide. Boom. Maximize distance. So off that grapple, off that speed boost, you want to jump. You don't want to slide. You want to jump, 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 slide. Make sure you get used to that. You know what I mean? Make sure you get used to like knowing when to jump and when to slide. In what fucking world, bro? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grapple, put myself inside the room. Okay. Got that gun out of the way. That gun is stupid. Crack the octane. You should move. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw an arc star. I'm gonna stick him. Throw another arc star. I'm gonna stick him. So I have 2 arc stars. She's gonna queue away. Okay, I'm in a bad spot, so I'm gonna back up here. Oh my fucking lord. Okay, I hit 43 flesh, so I'm pushing right now. Now. So the second I saw him with flesh, I immediately wanted to take a push. And all dead. So whenever you see somebody flesh like that, you want to use your hook and get right to them as fast as possible because you know they're going to either popping a battery and they're not going to be expecting it. And plus you grapple from so far away, you have no audio on your cue. So you're able to just really get in there.